Understand where babies come from?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you can't support your children, you should not be having a lot of children. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So why were you smoking marijuana?
Coping mechanism.
All right. So it is very bad for a child to come to their grandmother's house smelling like marijuana.
Yes, ma'am.
So do you think it's appropriate for your children to smoke marijuana?
No, ma'am, not at all.
Well, that's what you did with your baby. Because if you're smoking marijuana around them, which obviously you were, because otherwise the baby wouldn't smell like marijuana, the baby's clothes wouldn't smell like marijuana, we would not be here. All right, the court is calling 2022 CR 8978, State of Texas versus
Didani Yarbrough.
Didani Yarborough. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Zach Dunn for the state.
Suzanne
Defense.
Kramer for Mr. Yarbrough.
And are you Mr. Yarborough?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you entered a plea of burglary of a habitation with intent to commit felony force. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. State is silent on your application, and this will run concurrent with 696403. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state?
Yes, Judge.
Defense?
Yes, Judge.
Any objections to the PSI report, state?
Nothing from the state.
Defense? All right, Mr. Yarborough, you entered a plea on August 21st of no contest. I've reviewed the stipulations. I'm unsure if it was said on the record, but I believe it was by Judge Angelini. The court is finding that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court is deferring finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. State is silent on your application. Defenses, do you have any witnesses?
No, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, I believe the PSI speaks for itself. It speaks to the love that his family has for this. I have had many conversations with Mr. Yarbrough about him needing to, that you're going to want an explanation for what was he thinking that day, because he's basically a good kid. You know, he doesn't get into trouble, and he, you know, he's been taking full responsibility for all of his actions. And I think he's a great candidate for deferred adjudication probation on this, especially when the complainant forgives him, doesn't want him, is fine with him getting probation, and kind of wants them back in their lives, although there is no contact with her. But she doesn't have the child. She's the grandmother. So he said it's okay if you keep that no contact while he's on the deferred.
All right. Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Didani Yarbrough.
All right. So before I begin asking you questions,
Yes, ma'am.
I want to tell you something right here now. Whenever my brothers were late for their curfew that my mom set down, you know what they would always try to tell her? I don't belong in a gang. I haven't committed any crimes. I don't do any drugs. So don't give me that, you know, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Because people who are obeying the law shouldn't be doing any of that.
Yes, ma'am.
So how old is your daughter?
She's just turned 3 in July 17th.
All right. So,
Yes, ma'am. And I have another one on the way due in November. Next week will be the mother of my child's 8th month.
all right. And is this the mother of the other child as well?
No, ma'am.
All right. So you're just procreating.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And you now you understand where babies come from?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you can't support your children, you should not be having a lot of children. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So why were you smoking marijuana?
Coping mechanism.
All right. So it is very bad for a child to come to their grandmother's house smelling like marijuana.
Yes, ma'am.
So do you think it's appropriate for your children to smoke marijuana?
No, ma'am, not at all.
Well, that's what you did with your baby. Because if you're smoking marijuana around them, which obviously you were, because otherwise the baby wouldn't smell like marijuana, the baby's clothes wouldn't smell like marijuana, we would not be here.
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand that the grandmother loves her grandchild
Yes, ma'am.
and wants what's best for her grandchild.
Yes, ma'am.
Wouldn't do anything to hurt her grandchild.
Most definitely. Yes, ma'am.
You've been doing things to hurt your grandchild. I mean, to hurt your child. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
So are you diagnosed mentally with anything?
ADHD, but that's all. That's no excuse. No.
No, there is not. You
Yes,
should
ma'am.
not be using marijuana. And
Yes,
the
ma'am.
court is not going to allow you to use marijuana in this court while you're on probation. It is illegal in Texas to use marijuana.
Yes, ma'am.
If I grant your application for deferred adjudication, and if you use marijuana while you're on probation, guess what? A motion to revoke is going to be filed and you're looking at life in prison.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
it's up to you to decide whether potentially going to prison for life is worth that. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So are you employed?
I will be as soon as I get out. That's no problem.
Have you been employed before?
Yes, ma'am.
Doing what?
Warehouse and construction, manual labor, irrigation, road work, Amazon warehouse.
All right. And how old are you?
I just turned 26 in July.
All right. And how far did you go in school?
I have my high school diploma and I have my associates in St. Philip's College,
And what?
art.
And what are you planning on doing with this art degree?
Really want to own my own business, but it's steps to that. I still have to pick up the knowledge, but
Okay.
more is to
So
come.
how does, and you know, I think art is great. One of my brothers was great in art and still is great in art, but how does you going to get your art degree translate into, I want to own my own business? Is your art going to be connected to that?
Yes, ma'am. Starting cartoons, drawing magazines, trying to get it in the newspaper,
So what
Things like
steps are you going to take to do that?
owning my own name, business logo, business account.
Okay.
Still learning and picking up the knowledge to do so.
All right. And how often were you using marijuana?
I say twice a week.
Nobody uses marijuana twice a week.
I get drug tested at my job, so
You figured out when you could get a negative test?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. And have you used anything other than marijuana?
Alcohol, but that's occasionally birthdays, holidays, Thanksgiving.
While you're on
Christmas.
probation, you're not allowed to drink alcohol. You understand?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. This is what the court will do. Court will sentence you to 10 years, deferred adjudication. I'm going to request parenting classes. And you're very lucky that the grandmother didn't want you to go to prison. So we're going to do parenting classes, 200 hours of community service restitution. If he enrolls or obtains a business certificate so you can better yourself and completes the parenting classes, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. So to satisfy those 200 hours of community service restitution, you can go out and do community service hours, or either you can better yourself. And bettering yourself would mean you take parenting classes and you get a certificate or something that shows me you're taking steps to accomplish in life what you want to accomplish.
Yes, ma'am.
There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. When's the last time you used marijuana?
5 months ago.
All right, so he should be clean. So when he's released, we're going to do a UA. If for some reason when he's released, it's positive for marijuana, start testing for levels.
And just to let you know, he's set on the DWI tomorrow. I'm not his lawyer on that, but it's a JSAT, so he won't get out today. It'll have to wait till tomorrow.
Okay. And then proof of employment within 45 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. I'm going to order no unsupervised contact with minors until you complete parenting classes. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can have contact with your child, but someone has to supervise. And if the grandmother,
It can't be her because there's no contact.
well, there's a no contact under this case. If for some reason the grandmother wants to have contact and wants to be the person who supervises, just let probation and myself know, and I'll lift the no contact order.
Thank you, Judge.
We're going to do anger management. So no contact with Nora Ramos. Right. And this is supposed to run concurrent with County Court Cause number 6964003. And there's to be, I'm going to follow the recommendation for the TAP evaluation, which is intensive outpatient treatment with probation. And there's to be weekly sober support meetings. And I'm going to want field visits 1 time per month for 4 months. And after that probation, if you think all is well and he no longer needs field visits, you all can do the field visits as you see appropriate. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Mr. Yarborough, is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled trial court certification. Oh, just one moment. Let me see if they did this in here. Okay. All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. We can go off the record from here on out. Everything you do, there are 2 questions you should ask yourself. 1, is the decision I'm about to make and what I'm about to do, could it potentially result in me going to prison for life? If the answer is yes, don't do it. If the answer is, it could, maybe it couldn't, don't do it. That whole thing that you're doing with your job where you know when they're testing you. So you're saying, well, I use marijuana on this day, not on this day, so I can get a negative test. Don't do that here, because it may not catch you the first time, but ultimately it's going to catch you. And then you know what's going to end up happening? Warrant's going to be issued for your arrest. You're either going to make bond or you're not. If you don't make bond, you're going to be at the jail. You're going to be brought over in orange. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And just as a side note, how tall are you?
I'm 6'6".
Okay. All right.
ma'am.
Thank you. All right. Do better.
You have a wonderful day. Thank you.
All right.
Thank
You
you,
too.
Judge.
Thank you. Inquiry.
Their HR department is denying them showing up on Zoom. And they said that because they were asked to do a task, they completed the task and they recorded all of the information on the ticket, which was then emailed. That's the only involvement that they have.
All right. Well, if you will let them know, they can appear by Zoom or they can be subpoenaed, which means,
Should advise them of that, Your Honor.
all right.
Do you have any objection to me submitting this to the court? This is.
Actually, I was gonna, no, not at all. In fact, I was gonna submit that, Judge. There's an email chain that I think is gonna be.
All right. Do you all want to remark it? And then I'll accept it.
Do you want to make it your exhibit or?
Joint exhibit.
I said, if they mark it and offer it into evidence, I'll accept it. If there is no objection.
No, Your Honor. In fact, I was gonna offer that.
All right. If you could do it as defense exhibit 1. Thank you for trying. I know it's not your fault.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, defense would offer defense exhibit 1. The state actually just provided to me. It's an email chain from August 14th through the present. Correct?
August, it might be, I'm sorry, can I see it for a moment?
Sure. Or well, yesterday, I guess at the present was probably.
So it should, the earliest communication in this chain is going to be August 7th.
Okay.
Okay.
And is that, yes. And so we would offer that, Judge.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. Defense exhibit number 1 is admitted. Is there any other questions for the deputy chief?
No, Your Honor, but if we could stay after she's excused, just so I can
Yes.
address the board on this.
I have just a couple of questions.
Yes.
So, Deputy Chief, when you were speaking to the IT folks,
All right. Just one second. Excuse me. If you all are behind the court reporter, if you all could move your conversation and move the inmates this way, that way it's not behind her. All right, you may continue.
Did they tell you how far back that those videos are saved on the server from that particular camera?
They said when they started looking after our request to see if they could locate the videos only existed back to March 12th, 2023.
2023, okay. And the date of offense is in 2022.
That's correct.
Okay. And so have you made a diligent search for these videos once you were notified by the Bear County DA's office that we were looking for any additional videos?
Yes, sir, we did. We, like I said, we reached out to our IT provider and requested their assistance in trying to recover any purged videos.
Okay, and so I've spoken to Ginger Leal, one of y'all's employees about, and she,
Oh, Hank, could you speak up?
oh, yes, ma'am, sorry, Diana. When I spoke to Miss Leal, she looped you into that email chain, and so some of your emails and some of your efforts are reflected in that exhibit, that email chain, right?
That's correct.
And so could you just tell the judge kind of briefly what you did once we were looking for the videos?
I reached out to Barcom. I submitted a ticket, which is how we request assistance, and asked them to see if they could look through the Exact Vision server and find any video that may have been purged and see if it was recoverable on the date in question.
Okay, and could you describe how that server works just briefly to the judge? It's sort of, it's running, is that camera running 12 hours a day, 24 hours a day?
24 hours a day. That server, it operates not only the holding cell camera, but the camera inside the patrol room, the cameras in City Hall, and our parking lot and public works yard. So the server runs 24 hours a day. And so as new information comes in, or new video comes in, old video falls off.
And so it's your testimony that this thing is running. As it fills up, the old videos are removed to make room for the new videos.
They are purged from the system to make room. Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else that I forgot to ask you that you think it's important to judge to know?
No, sorry.
Is there anything else that I forgot to ask you that you feel like it's important for the judge to know?
No, sir.
I passed the witness, Judge.
Deputy Chief Pruitt, the description of how the server works that you just gave to the state, is that from your personal knowledge?
Yes.
Okay, so what training, background, experience do you have in technology or servers? And
I don't.
Okay, so how did you ascertain personally how that server works?
That's how it was explained to us when it was installed
So,
in 2014.
okay, so that was my question. Your testimony you just gave is based on what somebody told you, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And who was that told you that?
It was 2014. I don't recall.
Okay, now, are you aware, and maybe I asked you this before, that the prosecutor, Mr. Wilkins here, upon his first request for video of the holding cell area, the response from your department was, there is no camera there. Are you aware of that?
No, sir. Where was that response, if I may ask?
Okay, well, I'm part of the state. I just wanted to know if you were. I just wanted to know if you were aware of that.
All right, everyone, please keep your voice up because everyone starts with their voice this level and then you trail down and lower your voice, and it makes it difficult for the court reporter to hear and for me to hear.
Certainly, I feel like I'm yelling in her ear.
No, you're not yelling.
Okay. So, so that wasn't true. If somebody told the state from your office that there was no video recording equipment in that area, no videos taken, that would not be the truth, correct?
That would be correct. There are videos that the cell and the patrol room are video recorded.
Okay. And why is it that you record videos there?
Primarily, it's an observation. Our dispatchers monitor the cameras, just like they monitor the City Hall cameras and the parking lot cameras, in case there is a problem with a prisoner.
And those videos are saved, at least still accessible for some period of time.
That's correct.
And do sometimes defendants make confessions on those videos that you can then send to the prosecutor?
Our confessions are recorded on our body worn cameras.
Okay, if have someone in a holding cell it would, and they confessed there, it would also be captured on the video above the holding cell, correct?
I suppose it would be the microphone is not a very good one.
In fact, that brings me to my next question. Is the device that takes the audio down the same device that records the video?
I do not know.
Okay, because there is still in existence audio from the day of Mr. Sanchez's arrest, just not the video, correct?
To my understanding that some audio files were recovered, but they are almost incomprehensible. You can't understand what is being said.
I would agree. I've tried and can't hear anything. So that's, so you don't know if there's two separate recording?
No, sir, I do
devices?
not.
Okay, so we would probably be better off asking those people that we've spoken about
Well,
today, correct?
Big State Electrical, from my understanding, Big State Electrical is the one that installed the exact vision. And that is part of Barcom's contention, is that they are not the subject matter experts on the exact vision.
Electrical companies install servers, but they don't understand how servers work, correct?
Not any more than I do, probably.
Right, okay. At this time, Judge, I don't have any further questions.
All right, any further questions?
No questions, Judge.
All right, I have a couple of questions. And counsel, I believe you'll be able to answer when the video was requested.
The video was first requested. Judge, let me put this file down. I've got a bunch of
Sure.
stuff.
I have June 22nd.
That sounds about right.
What date?
June 22nd.
And is that June 22nd of 2023?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and that's what I have on the docket sheet. Now, when was it purged? Do we know the date or not?
That's what the court was trying to find out. For some reason, we can't seem to get to the bottom of that. It's a very simple question.
And will the persons who are going to be subpoenaed, would they know when the video was purged?
No, ma'am, I've asked that question repeatedly, and they say there is absolutely no way to determine that because of the way it operates.
Okay,
My understanding, Judge, is when you first requested the video, they couldn't get anything before March 12th of 2023 off the server.
That's correct.
So it's not as if I don't think there was any on purpose erasing or taping over or anything. I believe the way that's my understanding of the way the server works is it's kind of running all the time, 24 hours a day.
And I don't mean to be.
so we'll need to have that witness come in to testify to that. So the video records that we are seeking, and I say we, but that defense wants, is that the videos for prisoner cell 1 and 2?
Yes, sure. Holding cell, yeah, I guess it's like a cage.
It's a holding cell.
Okay.
All right, holding cell 1 and 2. And you're stating that the video from holding cell 1 and 2 has been purged.
That's correct.
The audio, is there audio in holding cells 1 and 2?
My understanding that they're, you mean all the time?
Yes.
All the time, yes.
All right. The audio from holding cell 1 and 2, is that, do you still have that or was that purged?
It's my understanding they recovered some and it was given over to the court.
All right. And when you say recovered some, is it recovered some of Mr. Jose Sanchez?
It's hard to tell. ma'am, because
Interaction?
It's audio only, not video. And the audio, from what I understand, is you can't understand what's being said.
All right. No, I understand that. But the audio is it the audio that would have been playing or recording when Mr. Sanchez was in holding cells 1 and 2?
Was recovered, the audio that was recovered was during the time frame that we requested.
Okay. So the only thing that has been purged is not the audio, it's the video for holding cell 1 and 2.
From my understanding, it was all purged, but they were able to recover audio only.
Okay, no. I'm off the audio now. I'm back to video.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. So my understanding is, and I just want the record to be clear. The video from holding cells 1 and 2, when Mr. Sanchez was there, has been purged, destroyed, cannot be recovered.
That's correct, ma'am.
All right. And other than the video and holding cell 1 and 2, counsel, is there any other video that may have what you're looking for?
Your Honor, I was informed through this process that there is also a camera in the office adjacent to holding cell 1 and 2. I did not ask for that because I was not aware of it, and I will offer for the record, and maybe we can put this on the record, that the reason I wasn't is on my first request, I was told through the state by the Allen Heights Police Department that there was no recording devices, that they did not record in the court.
All right, Deputy Chief, do you know whether or not the camera that's adjacent to holding cells 1 and 2, if there would still be a video available during the time that Mr. Sanchez was there, or has it also been purged?
I can say that it all operates on the same system. It would be my assumption that it was purged, but I can ask them to look.
All right, if you'll ask them to look into that, and then what we will do, the parties who are not here, we'll place them under subpoena and let them know they will not be allowed to appear by Zoom. They were given a chance to appear by Zoom, so they will have to come to Bexar County 187 District Court and appear in person.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else of this witness?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you so much for coming down. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Your Honor, if I could, because I don't want to, I think it's important for the future record, and I don't want to ask the prosecutor to be called. Can we agree that your first response from the Alamo Heights Police Department was that there was no recording?
Yeah, so, sorry, Judge.
Well, let me ask you this before he goes on the record. Is that in Defense Exhibit number 1? That's been tendered to me, the emails?
I believe.
So what the detective emailed back to me is the only video available is what was uploaded. The suspect was never interrogated.
All right. So is that in Defense Exhibit number 1, that conversation?
I don't know, Judge, because it was actually provided by the state. It's not, one of the things I was going to ask before we leave is that all emails concerning this subject matter with any member of the Alamo Heights Police Department or the city of Alamo Heights be turned over to the defense, because at this point, I think it's necessary to get to the bottom of this.
I don't think it's in here, Judge.
Okay. So if you'll get that email and then the court will review that. Now, with regards to the witnesses that need to be subpoenaed, when will they be subpoenaed?
I can do that this week, Judge. I've got to get my investigator to go out. I don't mind doing it, Judge. This is not a civil case. I really believe they have an obligation to have that very simple question of how that server works. I've been doing this a long time. I've never had any agency not be able to answer that question.
No, I understand what you're saying, but they want their subpoena.
Sir, to answer your question, Judge, I will do that tomorrow. I can't do it today, Judge, but I'll do it tomorrow. And
No,
I'll get that
that's
to my
fine.
investigator.
What day would you like to come back?
May I just look at my calendar?
Yes. And we will get to the bottom of everything.
We have a couple weeks to get the investigator out and get maybe the 16th or the 17th.
All right, Ms. Fergus, can you recall this for the 3rd week of October?
Yes.
All right, and those witnesses are to appear in person. Yes.
And Your Honor, as far as the emails, I know there's a lot of them. I don't think they're privileged. I don't know. I mean, I can bring a formal motion, but it might help for the record
Well,
if they could read it.
Here's the thing. The state will review it,
Okay.
and if it's something they feel like they should not give you, they will let the court know.
Okay, that's fine. I trust this prosecutor. I'm just trying.
Yes. 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 All right, Mr. Sanchez, we're to come back on October 19th to finish up this hearing. And state is offering into evidence state's exhibit number 1. Any objections? It's an email.
No, Your Honor.
All right, state's exhibit number 1 is admitted.
Judge, for the record, I also emailed State's Exhibit number 1, forward that to defense counsel in a couple months ago.
In Judge Boyd's courtroom, a simple question explodes into a full-blown mystery. Where is the jail video? Defense says the holding cell footage could prove what really happened with Jose Sanchez. The police admit the cameras were rolling 24/7, but now the video is purged, and nobody can say exactly when or how. Emails show mixed answers. The judge orders tech witnesses dragged into court in person, and the hearing is reset to get to the bottom of everything. If the key video is gone forever, do you think this trial can still be fair?
Reyes, could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garrett, Your Honor.
Defense?
Brent Hardy for Mr. Reyes.
And are you Mr. Reyes?
Yes, miss.
All right, I'm showing you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? I'm sorry, not sign it, but did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, are you the same Ariel Giovanni Reyes who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 1750 for the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on April 3rd, 2023 for a period of 5 years? Is that you?
No.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 1 on or about the 12th day of August 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant Ariel Giovanni Reyes committed the offense of criminal mischief in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Your Honor, we'll waive the remaining violated conditions.
Any objections?
No objection, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed recommendation?
Yes, there is, Your Honor, an agreement, or actually an agreement between the state and defense, and that is to continue the individual on his, continuing on his deferred and to have him attend the Bexar County ISF 2 program.
All right, is that the agreement?
It is, Judge.
All right, Mr. Reyes, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Ariel Giovanni Reyes.
All right, why are you not completing probation successfully?
I didn't have enough time.
No, I mean, you had enough time to commit a criminal mischief. So my question is, why are you not doing what you need to do to complete probation? Why shouldn't I send you to prison?
I don't know the other.
So what is your problem? What's going on in your life that you can't be successful?
Drug problem.
All right. And what is with the Spurs tattoo? Has he been evaluated for gang affiliation? Probation. Has Mr. Reyes been evaluated for gang affiliation or no? Have you ever been in a gang?
No, ma'am.
Well, what's up with the Spurs tattoo?
Almost perfect.
We're going to need a gang evaluation. I don't think, I know they're a great Spurs fan. I'm a great Saints fan, but I'm not painting the fleur de lis on my body. I'm not getting it, especially on the sternum area, because I understand that's painful. So when they do the gang evaluation, it's not going to come up as anything because they're going to do it.
Yes,
They're going to come up with something.
yes.
All right. So why are you being dishonest with the court? So again, we're back to the situation of why should I continue? If you want, I'll give you 3 years in the prison. You will be done. You will have to serve half that time before you're eligible for parole. Whether they give you the parole at 3 years or not is completely up to the parole board. I have no control over that. So I can send you to prison for 3 years, or either you're about to be hit with some serious consequences for your actions, which one of them is going to be gang supervision. The other one is going to be ISF, cognitive and substance. And then that's going to be a TAP evaluation.
I take the 3 years.
All right. Court is going to find you guilty, revoke, sentence you to 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with David Arguello If you want the therapeutic community, they can help you with your drug problem. It doesn't increase the time that you're at the prison. All right, so we'll do therapeutic community. You're still going to have to ask for it, and they may not give it to you because of your gang affiliation. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled, are you waiving your right to appeal? All right. I'm going to show you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? All right. Because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is, and I'm sorry, there's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. All right, because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're going to have to do better. I understand that you have issues in your past, and I understand your affiliations, but you're going to have to get a handle on your drug problem. Otherwise, somebody you love is going to get notice that there is somebody who has OD'd, and somebody's going to have to come down and identify your body. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Judge, he has 155 days.
All right. Yeah, I'm giving him credit for any time that he's been in custody.
Very well, thank you.
You're welcome.
And Judge,
Yes.
oh, this is on, no, I'm sorry.
To find it true and grant the motion and sentence her up to 20 years in prison. Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
That's fine.
Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge, the proposal is SATIF and MRT with a MIC evaluation. We were informed by probation, that's why we kind of stepped away, that they review the cases on a case-by-case basis, so she may be rejected from SATIF. So want to make sure the court was aware.
All right, so why should I follow this agreement? She was given deferred adjudication by another judge for what it appears to be setting up some male to be beat up, robbed. So why she hasn't done, what has she done on probation? Why should I accept this agreement? Has she done anything?
She has, Your Honor. She's paid quite a bit of the fine. She did have some successful amount of time where she reported, and her tests weren't bad. Her drug and alcohol tests were not bad. It's only recently, well, I would say in the last couple of years, once her father died, that she has sort of, things took a turn, and she's probably, I think, still dealing with that trauma. She was telling me that she did finish school, and she plans on and would like to, if given the opportunity, be able to have a future in cosmetology, Your Honor. So we are asking that this court get her some drug and alcohol treatment through safe SATIF.
Probation? What has she done on probation? All right, probation, are you aware of this recommendation? Are you in agreement with this recommendation?
Verifying with the manager, and due to her offense, they're gonna have to screen her case, and she may or may not be accepted to that.
All right, will she be accepted to safety?
Yes.
All right. All right, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So
Yes,
help you
ma'am.
God. You can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Medina.
All right, so why did you fall off the radar?
I was having some personal issues with my family, and my father passed away 2 years ago.
All right, why didn't you contact probation and tell them what your issues were?
I did tell them that I was having some issues, but I wasn't specific on what was going on.
All right, do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
How many?
I have 6.
What are their ages?
My oldest is 19, my youngest is 10.
No, I need the ages. So you're 19.
They're not in my care though.
All right, none of them are?
No.
Were your rights terminated?
No, I have joint custody, but my baby dad has them.
With who?
The father.
Okay. All right, court will deny the motion, alternate amend conditions to include she'll be evaluated for SATF. If SATF doesn't accept her, she's going to safety.
Okay, yeah, and she's gonna be evaluated for that as well, because I think she's only had one positive UA.
Okay. And I'm gonna want the MRT, MIC evaluation. And if she is not eligible for SATF or SAFE, I want her brought back to court before she's released from custody, and we'll figure out something else.
Yes.
I'm going to want no unsupervised contact with minors. All right, is there anything else from either side?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Medina, is there anything else you need from the court?
No, ma'am.
All right, we're off the record. In this court, communication is key. If there's something going on in your life, you need to ask probation, talk to them. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
From here on out, you're looking at potentially 20 years if you don't do well on this probation. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, when were you born? In the 80s?
I was born 1988.
I knew. And you want to know how I knew you were born in the 80s?
How's that?
Because your first name is Fallon. Fallon, if you know, is from Dynasty. And so there you go. All right. Do better, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do we have the test results?
In Judge Boyd's courtroom, Fallon Medina is standing on the edge of a 20-year prison sentence. Years ago, she got deferred adjudication for setting up a man to be beaten and robbed. On paper, probation was her second chance. But after her father died, she stopped reporting, spiraled, and now all 6 of her children live with their fathers. Instead of revoking her, the judge orders drug treatment, mental health evaluation, and a strict no unsupervised minors rule, warning her this is it. Do you think Fallon finally fixes her life, or does she blow her last chance and come back in handcuffs?